Hey haunties, what do I have to talk about today? It is Wednesday. There's currently a full moon in Pisces, which is exciting, and Mercury turns direct tomorrow, which is cool. Nature hates us. You know, I don't consider myself super superstitious. I am a witch, and I've been practicing magic for a while. Pretty much the majority of my life I've been a practicing witch. So I don't really consider myself that superstitious of a witch. But you know, when in less than 2 weeks you have a catastrophic hurricane in a dry place, and then you have a fire, like a super big fire. I think it was in Burbank. It was somewhere in California, right? Let me Google it. Yeah, it was Burbank. When you have a massive fire, which was massive because I don't think I live super close to Burbank. I like to consider where I live like Termina from like Majora's Mask, because I'm pretty close to everything. Like, it can take me like an hour to get to like San Francisco, but like literally like 40 minutes anyway around me I can get to like the swamp, the desert, the ocean, etc. So waking up and there's like smoke covered clouds in your area, that's pretty intense, you know. And then you have this massive catastrophic, now potentially also an earthquake hurricane, a hurricane hitting like Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands and Florida and like all these other places. Mother Nature's pissed. Obviously climate change is real, and you really can't deny that now with like this kind of like blinding fact, but like, you know, I think nature's trying to tell us something here. There was just a video out because Monroe Bergdorf was just dropped by L'Oreal for talking about, you know, white supremacy and how people of color, especially black women, are treated, etc., as you know, we've talked about. And there was a video of her with, I think, Pierce Morgan, I don't know, some white guy, and he was so pissed. He was like so mad that she was accusing white people of being racist, and he was like, well, you don't think that there's not any white person that isn't? And here's the thing. It's 2017. I think at this point we should be very aware that white supremacy exists and it's a thing, and you know, white people inherently benefit from racism because it is an institutionalized structure. It's not just like calling someone like a slur, it's above that. So even like socially like woke white people do benefit from racism. Even, you know, a lot of us light-skinned white passing people benefit from institutionalized racism more so than, you know, the darker skinned people of our races, because we aren't necessarily viewed as that by the oppressors. Does that make sense? Anyways, I just really want to commend her for being able to sit there and be so composed and not ever stray from her point, and be so articulate with it, and be so grounded. Because honestly, if it was me in that position, I would have probably just smacked him. Like, I wouldn't entertain it. I would have ripped that mic off, and either would have been hands, or I would have thrown that chair and I would have just walked off, which is why I'm not on a talk show. Progress really hasn't happened like people think it has. Like, L'Oreal completely just wanted a trans person as an accessory, but as soon as she opened her mouth about her actual experiences, she was dropped. Companies don't care about you at all. They just want your money, and they're willing to objectify people and use marginalized groups as a prop. Moving forward, I wanted to talk about a very, very, very serious subject that is close to me, and that is that talkies suck. And I do not care what you say to me. There is no way to argue this. Do not argue this with me. Talkies fucking suck. The texture sucks. They do not taste good whatsoever, and they're not hot. Okay? And maybe I'm heat resistant because I'm Mexican, but like, they are not hot. I ate a whole bag of them and there was no heat in my mouth, and the aftertaste was awful, and the texture, it was just not an enjoyable experience, okay? You know what is an enjoyable experience? Bag of hot Cheetos. The texture is good, the powder's the right consistency, the flavor's on point. It's delicious, and they're great, and you don't have to eat a lot of them to get the heat. And you know that's why we're eating hot chips, because we like spicy shit. I remember the first time I tried a Taki, I was in high school. It was my freshman year. I was in geography class. If you're not from America, freshman means 9th grade. You know I have Canadians watching me. My geography class, we decided to sell them because they were like such a big deal, and give the money to a woman in Africa. It was a part of this like program that they do there where like you give them so much for their business, they make that money and whatever, and then eventually they give you that money back. Something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways, we did it for that, and the first time I tried a Taki was then. And I was disappointed. They've always tasted like shit. It's dark-sided, and I don't want them anywhere near me. They're blocked. While we're on the topic, actually, hot Cheeto fries suck too. I don't care what you say. Why are you trying to change a good thing? You don't need to. Don't waste my time. I also just want to talk about UPS and how disappointed I am and what they wrote about me in that article. For example, they said that I wore 4-inch Louboutins when I wore 2-inch BB shoes. Really what irritates me is that they take so long to deliver. I've talked to a lot of UPS men. I know that it does not take that long to deliver my package. I have been told how it works. Why are you taking 6 extra days to give me my box of hair conditioner? That's all I want to know. Okay, because if it was the United States Postal Service, I would get it on a Sunday. Because where I am, they deliver packages still on Sundays. So, I just want to know, why are you so slow? Why are you doing this to me? It is Halloween now, and I'm very glad because, you know, I'm finally home. I can finally get things for my room. I can finally stock up on black candles without having to go to the metaphysical shop and pay $30 for one. My song of the week is Youth by Alex. It's a kind of like dark synth-esque, 80s-esque, song-esque, and it's good. It's good. I'll link it down below, as always. It's good, go listen to it. Have I steered you wrong yet? What I'm living for this week is... What am I living for? I'm living for Mercury going direct tomorrow. I'm living for that. I am ready. Come through, Mercury. Come through. My product of the week is hot Cheetos. Not Takis. Never Takis. And also, this Ion Repair BB Cream by Ion. The tarot card of the week is the 10 of Wands. So basically, there's probably a lot going on in your life right now and it feels like you're carrying a burden or a heavy weight on your shoulders. This period of time is very much juggling multiple situations. It's very much, you know, micromanaging, multitasking, running from potentially department to department to department to get things done. The good thing about this is that the card is saying you do have the will and the strength and the know-how to get through these types of situations. It's just going to be a stressful period. It can also talk about how you finally achieved something that you really wanted, but now you're realizing that you have to put a lot more work into continue on this path of achievement, this path of success, this desired path that you've worked so hard for, or that you've wanted so badly. And it's talking about how a lot of times in life we can just basically take on more than we can handle all at one time. So it's just, it wants you to take a step back for a second and assess which things are more of a priority right now to get done and which things aren't. And to get shit done. You can make it through. You've proven that you can achieve things, so it's just time to prioritize. As always, if you want a reading, a full in-depth one, etc., I do them on my Etsy, House of Popgoth, and I will be there. Someone actually just bought one while I was saying that, which is exciting. So I'm gonna spend the rest of my night doing that. If you like these videos and you want me to keep making them and you want to support me, hit the like button, tell your friends, spread me around like a virus. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button as well and hit that notification bell if you want to be really cool and be a real hauntie, because I make 3 videos a week, sometimes more. Depends on the week. You can find me on most things at Popgoth with an underscore and holographic goth on Tumblr. One of these days, I'll get the real Popgoth username. Just wait, it's gonna happen. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite hot chip is. And it's okay if it's Takis, but don't come for me because I will destroy you. Bye, haunties.